Hey everybody, welcome to Minnesota Live 3. It's a semi-monthly right now, but we're trying to do it monthly before each Twin City Sports Collectors Club show. And Saturday is the big day, May 30th. We'll be having um, the May show for our 51st year of consecutive year of club shows. And guess we'll start with sharing the club page. There we go. You can see May 30th at the Bloomington Armory, Bloomington, Minnesota. Free admission, 9:30 to 4. And here's a list of the upcoming shows, and there will be one in July in Woodbury. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Scott.
Just going over the show for this month.
Oh yeah, awesome. I'll be there. Well,
Sounds
It's
good.
it's at it's at a different venue, right?
No, this is still Bloomington.
Oh, it is Bloomington. Okay.
Yeah, you
All
can
right. Well,
see by
I'm
the schedule here. We have in July it'll be in Woodbury.
I'm on my stupid phone, so I'm trying to make it bigger so I can actually see something.
No problem. The web. I'll put this website in the chat, so if anybody's out there, they can grab that, follow along on the schedule.
I'll I'm old school in that I have like a sort of a desktop computer situation with there's no camera on it, so I'm gonna dial you in here. Here we go. Then there'll be a little delay.
No
Hang
problem.
on, hang on one sec.
Hey, Hugo, how's it going? I just left the great state of Florida after spending 2 weeks there. Had a great time. Met up with Orlando down by Miami. There's a card show in Cooper City, Copper City, I think.
Hugo, awesome. One of my
But
favorite channels.
yeah, so May 30th, June 20th. I won't be at the August one. My nephew's getting married that day.
So is it going to be, oh, I see. Woodbury is the sort of one exception where it's in, well, it's in July. The July show's in Woodbury.
Yeah, and there was also one there in April.
Okay.
It's a decent show. It's a small show, a lot smaller than the club show, but some of the same guys. It's pretty decent. The one thing that I like about the club show is we have probably a half dozen guys that do the national that do the club show at different times during the year. Um, I know, like Don Helva, he does the national with Johnny Adams, and there's Jerry Nelson. I think he's even on the committee for the national. His brother Dan is signed up. I don't know if Jerry will be there too or not, but he has a lot of the old and oddball vintage cards. Don Helva's pretty much vintage. Steve Forsberg, he's pretty much vintage.
Nice.
Hey, we got Troy from Fargo. Troy's a good friend. I've known him for 40 years. It means we're getting old.
Wait, Scott, did you do that Sioux City show? That was like last weekend, right? Or a week or two
No,
ago?
it's first weekend in June.
Oh, is that coming? Okay. Are you doing that?
No,
Oh,
um,
okay.
hey Barry, Mr. Petty's listening in the shower. So
Um, okay.
is
Thanks, Mike.
Troy's verifying we're getting old. But there's some pretty good dealers there. I know some of these guys have probably run into them before.
For
But
sure.
I just enjoy how it's small. Kind of it's kind of intimate and everybody knows everybody. Eventually you'll get to know everybody. Josh, I know you've been getting to know a few of the guys.
Yep, yep, yep.
You picked up some pretty good deals there, I've seen.
Yeah, and there was the guy, and I'm not going to remember his name because it was the first time I met him, and this was 2 months ago. But he had a weird, like, Rubbermaid bin of dollar and like at most $2 cards, and it was literally just a pile, and you had to just kind of search through the pile. But uh, that's where I found the '69 McCovey decal with tape, of course,
Okay.
which I love,
For
and
your tape
six
rainbow.
for the tape rainbow. Yeah, the decal, the decal insert. And as a matter of fact, I was wondering, and you guys, you'll know this. What would be considered the first Topps insert? It's probably not the '69 decal. It's probably a sticker or a rub off from the early '60s. Was there anything before those?
Yeah, the 51 tops had inserts, I believe.
You mean the game?
Yeah, because they were
Really?
like, yeah, they're like they came in panels, like two cards attached to each other. I,
Okay.
I'm trying to remember somewhere on my phone. I've got an advertisement, and that's where you get the Connie Mack All Stars, the current All Stars. Have you ever seen those before?
I mean, maybe, but I'm not able to picture it in the moment here. But
And,
yeah.
and there's also team cards from that set that were inserted.
Oh, okay.
I have to go look it up to make sure I'm giving you the right information, but I think that
That's okay. Yeah,
was the
yeah.
first Topps insert.
Yeah, what do all our um and I mean this in the best way, what do all our card nerds think is the good in the first insert?
Troy, Troy or Hugo or Mike or Brian. We'll see what they say. They might be able to research it while we're sitting here
Right.
BSing.
Yes. Gum is the first insert. That's what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
there it is. Well, yeah, the Pixie gum, I think, 48 tops.
Oh, okay.
Really
So that's a
chunky
real
gum.
answer. That's not a joke. Okay. Well, I know you had those temporary tattoos. I don't
Yeah.
remember if was that the '50s. Anyway, I need help with that one to understand what would be the first insert for sure.
Well, we'll get it to you either tonight or sometime before the club show.
Right. Oh, I'm looking forward to Saturday. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of my Strongsville. I get it once a month, so that's kind of nice.
It's such a good show. It really is. I mean, I don't know. So,
From what I've heard, um, it's like Strongsville used to be a little tiny show that eventually grew up. I don't think this one will grow too big because of the club affiliation. I,
oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
know I know the club donates to charity every month,
Uh-huh.
um, and you can throw a charity out there, and they might end up donating to it.
Right.
Well, here we have Rick Armor Coin. He says 61, 62 stamps.
The stamps, right? I remember those. And you see those, they get graded sometimes. I mean, they're not sometimes, and plenty of them have been, and I've seen
Yeah,
plenty of them.
yeah. I'll have to look into those 51s. They might have just been in their own packs. They're like stand-ups.
Uh-huh.
They're real
Right, the
tall.
yeah, the stand-up, 58 stand-ups, right? When would that, was that an insert? That was, right?
No, 55. It's 50.
Oh, 55 stand-up. Sorry, 55. That's
Yeah,
right.
those came in their own packs, I believe.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm just thinking, I think I have a Elston Howard stand-up, and I think I have two stand-ups.
Although the yellow and green ones, those are
The yellow and green.
64.
Yeah, those are much later.
Yeah, they came in their own packs, I believe.
Okay.
Good questions, though. Our crack chat took care of it, looks like.
I like the stamps for sure. I remember, well, the rub-offs, the temporary tattoos. I'm thinking the tattoos were an insert, right? Those like the mantle tattoo and whatnot. That was an insert, right? Or was that in some other
Yeah,
product?
well, there's some flock stickers too, or there's some
Yeah.
rub-offs that were early. They're hard to read, or transfers because the names were on backwards.
Yep. Yep.
And pictures were reversed.
Yep. So you were talking earlier, Scott. Well, Scott, I saw that you found, well, you posted some stuff recently, the something I had never seen before, and that was the those sort of resin button pin things that I had never heard of. And you came across what looked like to be, you know, a good handful of them or more, maybe a dozen or so.
Oh, those are the Super Bowls. Super Balls.
Super balls.
Yeah.
And you had the Killabrew, or you said you got about 3 of the Killabrews or something like that. But then when you posted that picture of it, they just look so odd.
Yeah.
I had never seen them before.
Let me grab those quick.
I'd love to. I'm sure a lot of us have never seen those before. I mean, I certainly had not. Anyway, yeah, Scott, of course, is the master of finding the
They're
most
there.
hard to find stuff.
Here's the Super Balls. Got the twin set.
I mean, who's ever seen these? I mean, maybe some of you have seen these. I'd never seen those.
70 Super Balls. Chemtoy. There's Harmon. And they're just like a Super Ball. They'll bounce pretty
But
high if you get them on some cement.
but they've got that image somehow printed inside.
Yeah, there's a divider right there. They must put the picture in like wet rubber or something. We probably shouldn't go there, but
It's such a funny thing to make, you know.
Cesar Tovar.
Is there an Earl Batty in there?
Maybe
not. If it was 70s, maybe not.
They actually came in boxes, Troy. I had a whole box of, I remember buying them in the stores at Ben Franklin. But I had an Atlanta Braves whole box a few years back.
Carew.
Yeah, Carew.
Ben Franklin, for people don't know, was sort of a equivalent of like a Woolworths, wouldn't you say, Scott?
Yeah, dime store we called it.
Dime store, yeah.
There's Bob Allison. We have a container store in the Twin Cities. They have like 12 slots in them. They're clear plastic. Want to go find one of them to put these in for storage wise.
Do you know
Misses
how many are in the team set, Scott? Do you have any
11.
idea? 11,
11.
okay.
These are rubber. They'll bounce. They'll bounce and bounce.
I'm just picturing you bouncing them around your room there
I,
now.
I used to do that when they first came out. Here's Jim Cott. That's not a very flattering picture.
Yeah, he seems to be wincing in the heat of spring training, perhaps.
Here's a guy that helped the Twins in the 69-70 pennant run. Chico Cardenas,
Oh, yeah.
Leo Cardenas. Played with the Reds.
Yeah, he bounced around a bit, right? He had played for a few teams.
He was a great player
Yeah,
for the Twins.
yeah.
One more, Rich Reese. I've got some more, but probably. It's just something fun. I saw it for a reasonable price. I said, well, I'd like to have those again. So now I have them again.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are very cool. I had never seen them, as I've already said. Yeah, super cool.
I really like your bobblehead. That really looks good on your.
Yeah, here it
Good stuff.
is. You know, you helped me get it. In fact, Scott, just for the record, sort of had my back, if you will, and was like, "Hey, can you do a little better to the dealer?" And he did, and he did. Here it is. You know, pretty good. I gotta say, the bobble it's got good action on it, you know, and from what I can tell, my little bit of research, it is from the early 60s. It isn't super cut and dry in terms of like figuring out exactly when these are from. You know, they weren't marking them in any way. There's no real
Yeah.
clear markings.
So that,
But you know, anyhow.
yeah, the blue base is known as the 1961. So
It is known as the
yeah,
61. Well, I was hoping it was the 61.
yeah.
Um,
I have
so
a gold base. No, green base, I guess. I couldn't see it. I've got a different team though.
is that Cleveland?
No,
Atlanta?
the other, yeah, Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee. Sorry, of course,
Milwaukee Brewers.
Milwaukee. Yep, yep.
So it's earlier than
Wow.
Milwaukee.
So when is that dated to? That's 50s, right?
No, that's mid 60s, early mid 60s.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's saying yeah.
He's saying yes, yes, of course, naturally.
But we know what happened to the Braves eventually. There's Kent Herbeck and Ron Gant.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah.
Both of them have bobblehead. That's
Yeah.
the play where Ron Gant pushed Kent Herbeck off of first, and Herbeck fell, and Gant fell with him, Herbeck said.
I love that account. That's the account I believe in.
Yeah.
You know, as I watched it, that sounds exactly right. Gant pushed him off, but Gant just fell off the base, pushed him off. You know.
Yeah, and he just
what
fell.
can you do?
Herbeck just fell with him.
Fell. Yeah, he just fell with him.
Thanks.
We got some good pals in the chat. I love the comments.
Yes, a lot of the best ones.
Yeah. So do you have any? So you are setting up on Saturday, just to be clear, right, Scott?
Yeah, I had an antique guy call me with a bunch of 80s sets, so I'm gonna have some of that kind of stuff that I don't really need.
Like hand collated sets, or what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 81 through 85.
81. Okay. 81's intriguing to me, anyways.
And ran into some photos, which I'll probably show a couple later in this live. Just some really cool photos from Minnesota history from Minnesota Historical Society.
Really?
Yeah, I found a whole batch of them with them from an antique guy.
You're kidding. And they're from MHS.
Yeah.
It's funny because we work with, well, for my day job, we do a lot of stuff for them. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Here's one that I had this on Instagram. You might know that lady. She's a golf Hall of Famer, but she grew up playing football with Bud Wilkinson, the old Oklahoma Sooners coach that won like 3 national championships. She taught him how to play football. Patty Berg.
Okay. No, I don't know her, but
she's from Minneapolis, founding member of the LPGA.
What a great photo.
Yeah. Playing football with the kids back in the 30s. And this is also from the Minnesota, circa 1933. And these have stamps on them from the Minnesota Historical Society.
Wow, that's super cool. I've been in that building and I've seen their archive. I mean, well, it's massive, right? It's like the size of 3 warehouses, and it's in the basement of that building. And I'm not trying to say I've gone through it, but I've been in the building and it's pretty impressive. It's cool.
I'll have some of their archive with me, I guess.
That's really cool, Scott. I don't know how you find this
I like
stuff.
The historical part of the hobby. I mentioned to you we might show some Minnesota barrier breakers.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about Earl Batty, of course.
Okay.
I know I have an Earl Batty buyback somewhere, and I couldn't find it somewhere.
That's okay. I was going to start off with this guy. This is a 1905 University of Minnesota yearbook. And I just copied this page because it's a fragile book and I don't like opening it all the time. But it has Bobby Marshall. The thing with Bobby Marshall, he was the first black player to play in an NFL game.
Really?
He played a week before Fritz Pollard played.
Oh,
Even though the records say Fritz Pollard and Bobby Marshall were the first, Bobby was the first one to play in a game. He didn't have the big foundation or whatever like Fritz Pollard did.
So what year is that going to be, Scott? Is that in the first?
1905.
Okay, I was going to say
1920 was the first NFL game. And Bobby Marshall played for the Rock Island Independence. And here's what I brought that up because the first game the Rock Island Independence played, they played against the St. Paul Ideals. And here's a picture from the Historical Society that I recently found.
Come on.
The St. Paul Ideals. They're not an NFL team, but they're a professional team in a different league. So I thought that was pretty cool. They played at Lexington Park, same place the St. Paul Saints played. So I thought that was pretty cool. Tie those two together.
That is cool.
Bobby was 40 years old when he played his first game. Because that's the 1905 yearbook. So he was like 18, 19 years old. His first game was 1920.
That's pretty cool. I don't know how you find this stuff.
And he also played for the St. Paul Colored Gophers. And there's some famous Negro League photos with him in there. He played with Pop Lloyd a few games with the Chicago Elite Giants in the teens.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He also played hockey whatever other sport he could play, I guess.
Sure. Well, you'd be an outcast if you didn't play hockey and you were a great athlete, right?
Yeah,
At least
Minnesota.
back at that time, you'd be almost expected to play hockey.
Yeah, Minnesota used to be the state of hockey. Now it's Florida.
Right. Or Carolina, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Florida's won 4 out of the last 6 cups.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It
Yeah.
is.
And now we have Vegas and Carolina looking to be in the finals again, which is just making no sense to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, Vegas again. How do they do it? You got to be an expansion team. I guess
right.
that didn't help the Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Wild had a great season.
Yeah,
It's a shame they had to play the Avs right away, and it's weird that Vegas just did they sweep the Avs? I think they
yeah,
swept the Avs.
yeah.
It's just yeah, sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
I think Makar was out for that series.
Makar was out. Well, he was out for at least 2 of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So, and obviously that's a big blow, but still, I mean, the Avs, they were the best team in hockey all year long. So it was
Yeah,
just a little surprising.
they killed the Wild in that last game.
Yeah, they were
That
clearly
was
the better
crazy.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought they were just gonna march right through, and so what do you do?
yeah. I have one more picture from the State Historical Society.
Oh, let's see it.
This is 1935. And this is Phyllis Wheatley football team from Minneapolis. And this is where all the good black athletes and a lot of black residents of Minneapolis would stay and go to school out of the Phyllis Wheatley dorm or whatever it was called, something like that. There's more information out on Google, but it's very interesting.
Hmm.
And here's a picture of the football team, 1935. I thought it was pretty cool.
That's a great picture. Come on.
I just wish I knew who some of these guys were.
I wonder, yeah. Well, okay, so you found these photos through
An antique dealer.
an antique dealer. You could potentially reach out to MHS. I mean, they're pretty receptive, and frankly, I know a couple people over there. I might be able to reach out.
You have a connection.
Because I'd be just as interested, frankly. So, yeah, maybe let's talk.
Maybe you'll do some research.
Maybe I could. Yeah, maybe
You
I
get
could.
connections.
I do definitely a couple connections.
They would tell you who. I bet they would tell you who got the pictures or how to get pictures like that.
Yeah, I think they could certainly point. I think they could certainly point me in the right direction to learn more, for sure.
So I know the building is no longer standing. They tore it down for some reason, probably I-94 or something like that.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tore a lot of stuff down for that highway.
a lot of stories about that.
Yeah.
Not good ones.
No, that was pretty tough on some pretty historic portions of the city, for sure.
Yeah.
So you've got some historical society pickups. You're going to be, you said you've come across some 80s sets for the show that you're going to bring in.
Yeah.
Um,
My daughter will be selling Pokemon at my table.
Oh, that's right. You said that. That's fantastic. I love it. That's great.
So I'll be, I guess half my table is going to be on the, what do you call it? The dark side.
I haven't
Well,
heard that, but I'll go with that.
I'll have to put a curtain up it halfway across my table,
Right.
separate the Pokemon from the vintage.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It can be like jerry rigged somehow,
Yeah,
separating the two.
no, we have a good time. She's um, been having a good time doing this now. It's probably her third time.
Excellent.
She was at the last club show. She had a good time.
Just to give people a sense, if they, I don't know, if there's people in the chat that have never set up for a show, what does it take to set up for a show on a Saturday? I mean, obviously you have a wealth of knowledge and you've done it before, but like logistically, when do you get there?
We'll get there right when the doors open at 7 a.m. for the people setting up, and then we set up till about 9 o'clock when the show starts. And if we're set up early, we can go walking around and shopping.
Yeah, sort of pre-shopping preview style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
And
all
that's
the
probably
good.
that you get all the best deals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
and we
enough.
know each other, so everybody gives everybody a good deal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then you stay, I can't remember, it runs till like 4 o'clock, right? What is it like
Yeah,
10 to 4? Is that about right?
it's 10 to 4, but I would probably try and get there before 3. After 3 o'clock,
People start packing up. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot less people there, but as long as there's people buying, people stick around.
Sure.
It's just based on how many people are there shopping and stuff.
Right. Like the
Fuck it,
farmer's market.
these guys are having a blast here.
Hey, Justin over at Three Good Nerds. That's
Yeah,
cool. And Mookie Chilson's in the house. How about that?
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. I went
Pokemon.
I went shopping with Justin down at the Dallas Card Show. He was looking for his Michael Jordan rookie. It was a good time. We didn't find it that show, but he eventually did find it.
Yeah, and a very nice copy, if I
Yeah,
recall.
yeah,
Really well centered and a pretty high grade too, if I remember. So well done.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. They're very cool.
So what time do you plan on being there?
Typically I would get to that show kind of late morning, 11:30, but maybe I'll try to get there a little earlier this time.
How's parking?
Parking's fine. They got plenty of parking.
It's
Yeah.
a big lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge lot. Yeah, no problem.
Gets a little tighter in the winter when there's snowbanks out there, but
That's true. Yeah, but even then, it's such a big lot. I mean, they have that overflow lot right next to it.
yeah.
There's plenty of parking there. Watch, now that I say that, I'll have trouble parking. But
Not if you're there earlier.
yeah. I think I would try to get there. I don't think maybe I'll try to get there no later than 11. I know the earlier the better, but I like to be lazy on my Saturday morning. So,
I hear you.
yeah.
I wish it would. I wish the hobby hotline was on at a different time on Saturdays. The days
It's
that I
right
have
about that
shows.
time. Yeah, I know. It's right at that time, right? It's
Yeah.
basically, yeah. Hey, maybe we can chat them live from your table. Now, look,
Yeah.
Scott, if you were ever to say, "Hey, look, I need a hand," I'll be there at 7 o'clock. You just say the word.
Yeah, I got plenty of help with my daughter now, so
Okay, good.
she's been out of school 20 some years now, so she
Okay,
she knows how to work.
fair enough. Fair enough.
But they're gonna just take the table over next month, and then they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna have any of my cards yet or not. And I'm gonna do Fargo show that same day. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I enjoy Fargo. Get to see Troy again and all the other
Yeah, you've got a lot of connections to Fargo.
Yeah. Even Wyatt, who sets up at the show, he does the PSA submissions for the club members.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what he'll do this week.
I know. How about that? I mean, it's the elephant in the room, right? I mean, I sort of feel like, sure, we could talk about all the PSA drama, but I mean, there's
Yeah.
plenty of channels out there talking
Yeah.
about that. I mean, I I personally have not. I did not renew my membership. I've submitted through PSA for many years, kind of off and on, because if any of, and I'm sure other folks in the chat have and whatnot, but it's funny because if you don't renew your membership, within just a few months, they'll start sort of offering you incentives to rejoin and whatnot, just like any other membership. So I've probably been off and on a member, or join the collectors club or
Yeah.
whatever they call it, for probably going back to like probably about 10 years. So
Wyatt does take SGC orders, and he still can take the regular orders and the PSA DNA orders. I know I have a couple items in with him. Open. Be
right.
nice to get him back. I know I have a Muhammad Ali with
Oh,
him.
you've got some stuff in the hopper.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
DNA,
okay.
PSA DNA.
Oh, you've got a Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Oh,
Autograph.
here, hold on. I got something to show you. I think I've mentioned
Okay.
it before. This is a weird one. So I think I was maybe 10 or 11 years old, and I was in the Denver airport, and Muhammad Ali was in the airport. And
Wow.
my dad, I mean, we were sort of in the same vicinity, and my dad was like, you gotta go talk to Muhammad Ali. My dad was, he's a smart guy, still with us, and he says to me, he's like, kid, you gotta go say hi to Muhammad Ali. Maybe you can get his autograph. Well, we didn't have anything with us to sign, but being the Denver airport, they had all these ski maps in the airport. So I'd go grab a ski map from like one of the, info kiosks or whatever. And sure as shit, pardon my language, he signs it for me. To Josh, love Muhammad Ali. I don't know if you can even see that.
Wow. That's a
On
great
a
story too.
on a Vail on a Vail ski map.
That's awesome.
Yeah, April 1985. So I guess I was 11. Yep, and I just dug that out of the basement like a week ago. So
Wow.
that was fun. That was fun.
I know I had a senior golf tournament. What do you call it? A map of the course signed by Johnny Bench when he was at the Burnett Open up in Blaine.
Nice. So you got to take what you can get, right? That's just like whatever you got. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have had a Muhammad Ali card at that point. I mean, I don't even think perhaps there was a boxing card in the mid 80s with Muhammad Ali on it, although I couldn't think of one right off the top of my head. But yeah, and I will tell you, Muhammad Ali as an 11-year-old, I'll never forget it for sure. Obviously, it's Muhammad Ali, and but he was so kind. It was like, it was just like, yeah, he was exceptionally kind. Just really cool. It was such a great moment. Yeah.
Mookie, here's Mookie again. Float like a butterfly, ski like a bee.
I know, it's so random, right? I mean, I wish it wasn't on a ski map, but I don't have anything else.
It's still very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Really cool. I heard he was walking around the 1992 NFL experience, but I never ran into him.
You were at that.
Yeah.
Was that here? Was that here in the
Yep.
Twin Cities?
That was
It
here for the
was.
Super Bowl.
Oh, right, because that was the Super Bowl year. That's right.
Yeah.
In the Dome.
Yeah. I went with my dad on game day.
Wait, was the experience event at the Dome?
No, it was at the convention center.
Oh, okay.
So on Monday after the Super Bowl, my dad had gone home that night, and Monday was free for the NFL experience for everybody. So they had gift bags that had football cards, starting lineups, a whole bunch of good items in there, especially those Topps Stadium Super Bowl and Boss packs. They were in there. So people were just walking through, grabbing their pack, walking back out, walking through, grabbing another gift bag.
Well, hey, 1992 would have been the height of, card madness, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, there were so many different entities producing packs and well, cards of any sort. So
Yeah. The height of the boom.
it really was. It really was. I was just going through some. I don't have many football. I mean, I did collect football cards as a kid, probably right up until, let's say, 90, 91. And I was just going through them because, again, it's not much to go through. And I had a lot of these action pack for whatever. I don't know how I got those action pack cards, but a lot of those, speaking of embossed cards, had a lot of those action pack cards. And honestly, if anybody's interested in some of those, if anybody's building those sets, let me know. I'll send them to you. They're pretty interesting. They're pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky in the early 90s, had the Super Bowl and Stanley Cup finals. And
Yeah,
then
that's
NCAA
right.
Final Four, US Open golf, or no, PGA.
Yeah, no, you're right.
PGA.
It was at Hazeltine, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there were a lot of big events. We had a little bit of a moment there, I guess you could
yeah.
say.
91 World Series,
Yeah.
and nothing hardly since. One Super Bowl.
Hey, Orlando's in the mix.
Yeah, great to see Orlando.
Yeah,
Got
always.
to meet up with him in Florida at a show.
Oh, you did? Was that during your just this last trip here?
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
that's where I got all the hockey goalies.
Oh, really? You got those Drydens and Esposito and what was the other? I forget the other guy you have shown.
Bernie Perrant.
Oh yeah, Bernie Perrant.
Here's something I picked up recently. It's not going to be at the show. It's in my special drawer.
The special drawer. Wow, you've got to have a special drawer.
1978.
How many people in the chat have a special drawer? Just a yes or no. Oh, that's beautiful. Are you kidding me?
But it's special. I don't know if you can see it. The label.
The flip, you mean?
Yeah, it's a special collection. The Bermanti collection. He was the guy that helped develop the 3Ds, and these are blank back test proofs.
It's a proof. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you find that at the show in Florida?
No, I bought that on eBay.
Oh, okay.
So I bought it, then I sent a picture of it to El Presidente Mangini.
Yep.
And he thought that was pretty cool. And then I said, "Hey, there's a Tom Seaver on there." And he goes, "Well, can I buy it?" I go, "Of course you can buy it. Don't collect Tom Seaver." And I forgot that he would have to deal with Mookie down the line, but
yeah, or Sammy Thunder, one of the two.
Sammy, yeah.
Yep.
but he went out and bought it, so he has one of these too. And I think there's a
Trade bait.
Sam, I think there's a Sam McDowell out there still too from the Bernanke collection. Bernanke.
I've got a punch hole Tommy AG I'm trying to trade Mookie, but I don't think he knows I have it yet.
Well, that would fit a nice. Just a you could put a like a knitting needle through that.
Absolutely. A crochet needle, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already in trouble. I shouldn't have mentioned that. Mookie's not going to forget this.
I have a feeling the Seaver is a little more appealing than the Tommy AG. Just a guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't afford the Seaver. I could only afford the Carew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like he has cards for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a little stack going for Mookie for sure. I like to keep stacks, and I honestly I've sort of mentioned this, but a kind of a goal for 2026 for me personally was to just sort of exchange more cards via mail, just with hobby pals, and just send things out, darts, if you will, and so honestly, and my email's on my channel, and I know you're very accessible too, Scott, but like I just have a lot of fun that way. Just exchanging.
Yeah,
It's like the modern day trading, right? It's, since a lot of us are just connected through YouTube, we have to rely on the mail, and that's fine. I love the mail.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. That was me.
Oh, no problem. No, are you going to go to the National?
I think I actually am going for real this time.
Okay.
Yep. I've got a good close friend of mine that I've been wanting to see in Chicago, and I've got some tentative plans to be there. Yes. So, and I haven't been to a national in many years.
Yeah, it's a lot different than it used to be.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
I went to the Atlanta National and there was hardly anybody there. And then the recent nationals, I mean, it's like going to Buc-ee's on a holiday.
Yeah,
I'll show that on my next video. I'm doing a VR for Eddie's Cardboard Chaos 7.
Oh yeah. I've seen some VRs for Eddie's sort of call, and they've been great. And it's cool. Eddie's been on the platform, if you will, for like 6-7 years, right?
7 years now.
Pretty good milestone. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I lost my train of thought. His VR has something to do with giving, so that's a hint for tomorrow's video.
I got to catch up for that. Excellent.
I would go to a Florida National. George is saying he could be in Florida.
I got a sister down there. I'd love that.
Just have it on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. The beaches are big.
Yeah. Do they have a big enough building is the only thing, with a lot of hotels nearby? You would think they would.
Yeah, you could probably split it up between a couple hotels or something, perhaps.
I'd like to see it rotated East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, like it used to be.
I agree. It needs more rotation. These kind of long-term deals, I don't think are very.
The vote every year kind of skewed it. They put up Atlanta, Atlantic City, and Chicago. Well, who's gonna win that every year?
Well, right, but then they also sort of agree to do it for 3 years in a row here, or 4 years in a row there, or that's what it seems like anyway, unless I'm mistaken. But
Cleveland's like permanently out. It looks like.
Is that right?
The building was sold.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, you know a lot more about how these things are organized than I do. I mean,
I can guess as good as anybody else.
Yeah. But I mean, for instance, the club show being, obviously it's not anything like the national, but like the club show being one of the longest running shows in the country. It hasn't always been at the Bloomington Armory, for instance.
Right.
But it has been at the Bloomington Armory for quite some time. I don't know. Do
It's
you have any insight in that as to how those things get decided?
yeah, the places they used to be in were no longer available. Like
It's that simple.
yeah, the one mall they used to do it in, they remodeled so they couldn't have as much space.
I see.
And then the next mall had new ownership, and they had a health club move in there that had 24-hour access, so there was no security anymore. So that's how they ended up in Bloomington.
I see. So let me ask you this, Scott. The main promoter, or is there a title to that position for the club show? There is, right? There's somebody who's kind of like the president, or what would you call it?
Yeah, they have an election. They have elections that decide who's the president, vice president, treasurer, and who takes care of the shows.
And are you going to run for that position?
No,
But that position does change, right? As you're suggesting.
yeah, nobody wants to be president except
Right.
except for Dave Bondi. He's been there for quite a while, and nobody minds. He's done a great job over the years, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that makes
First,
sense.
the person running the show basically has changed a few times.
Uh-huh.
Secretary has changed, or the treasurer's changed. Vice president has changed. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe there's 3 officers and vice president does the shows. I'm not sure. I'm trying to stay out of the politics of it.
Sure. I mean, that doesn't sound like much fun to me either. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good, I mean, they're not losing money. They're giving money away to charity, and they have a banquet once a year. They might have a Twins game where they all go to. They have an old timers lunch where the club pays for part of the lunch. Anybody over 55 can go if you're a club member. And there's different membership options. There's yearly, and I don't know if they still do the lifetime. That's what I purchased a while back. But most of the money they make comes in from the tables, and that takes care of most of the things they do. They've had golf tournaments.
Now, being a longtime dealer, which is it fair to say that you are, right?
Yeah, but not.
I mean, maybe not like super. I know that wasn't your sort of primary occupation, but you've set up at shows going back decades. 80s. Yeah. And I'm sure this isn't a scintillating topic, and we don't have to go deep into it, but have you always sort of been very conscious of how you separate your finances in that regard? I mean,
yeah, I have a different bank account for the show for the baseball cards than I do for the family account. Sure. But I do put in so much each show I do. A certain percentage goes into the household because of the time I take.
Sure.
Computer usage and all that.
Yeah.
Gas and everything else.
And did it take you a while to sort of were you kind of on top of that immediately going back to the 80s, or
no?
Did you kind of work your way into more of a business sense?
Yeah, it took probably 10 years before I said it's time just to keep it separate.
Right. because it's a lot of work, as
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Because we never had a show in Fargo, and I knew the guy that had the card shop in Moorhead. Fargo Moorhead's basically one big city, even though it's two different states. So we were talking, and there was an empty store, and I said, "Let's do a show." And he goes, "Well, you take care of it." And I go, "Okay." So I just put some ads out there. Next, in SCD was a big advertiser for shows back then, so I put an ad in there and filled up the show real fast. There's like 13 dealers. I think it was the first show for a lot of them. Yeah,
That's cool. You still got one of those ads
I've still got flyers for the
or
different shows.
flyer? Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool to see.
And then I did that for like 4 shows, and then I got out of college and I moved to Omaha for a while, and then back to the Twin Cities. And then I did a couple more in Fargo, a couple more shows that kind of they were just having small shows. So I said, well, let's have a big one. So we had Mr. Mint come up, and a bunch of the same guys that were at Strongsville were there. And we had a big show for about 3 years. And it was a good time.
Excellent.
Doesn't take much. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, it helps to I'm you say you didn't really get yourself organized or it took maybe a decade or several years or whatever it might be. I mean, I can
Yeah.
imagine there's a learning curve, right? I mean,
Yeah.
for anyone, I would imagine.
Well, I moved to Minneapolis, and there was a show every weekend in the 90s.
Right. And were you setting up regularly back then?
I was trying to, I was trying out shows to see which ones I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did one on a Sunday. I think I sold $30 worth of cards that day on a $30 table. So that was the very worst one that I've done.
And that was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I did some really good ones.
Right.
It just,
I mean, generally speaking, how do you, Bloomington, or I'm sorry, the club show, let's say, it's not always in Bloomington, mostly in Bloomington. That, just that seems to be a fairly strong show, albeit small. And is your experience that it's, a good, worth your while, let's say? I would imagine.
Yeah. Fargo Inn. I mean, I don't want to do the big ones where you got to be there 4 days. And
Right.
I'll work for Ultimate Collectibles on their like Dallas show. I've worked for them there, and Des Moines. Doing a 4-day show that way is different.
I'm really happy you did that Ultimate Collectibles show, because that's how I got that Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got it otherwise.
Yeah, Drew was hot for it.
I know.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, the old man is thrilled. I could say that.
That's a great card. Do you have it handy?
The Pafco, you mean?
No, the Berra.
Do I have a what?
Yogi Berra handy.
Yogi Berra. Oh, the handy. I thought you said Andy.
No.
Yeah, I have it handy. Hold on. Maybe it's not handy, but it's here somewhere.
I believe you.
As I speak from the unknown.
Well, I think the Florida guys have got a national figured out. They just need to get the bid in there. George and Hugo and Orlando.
Yeah, here it is. I'm glad Drew's not in this chat.
We don't know that.
Maybe he is.
He could be lurking.
Let's see if I get better light on this. I don't know. But it's a pretty nice copy, needless to say, especially for a 1. It is, it's one of those mystery grades for sure, where it's,
Better than its grade.
yeah, it just looks fantastic for the grade. And, I think it was priced accordingly. It wasn't exactly a steal. However, thanks to you and Ultimate Collectibles, they definitely gave me a little bit of a break. And I just Venmo'd the money, or I think it was Venmo. I can't remember which platform, but it's a
Isn't it
beautiful
great?
copy. It's a beautiful
Isn't it great?
copy.
You can look at a card in Des Moines and buy it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
well,
deliver.
the funny thing is, Scott, you sent that text. You sent a text just kind of checking in with. We have a little group chat, and Scott sent a text with just a few pictures of the cases. I think that you were kind of overseeing at the time,
Yeah,
and it was like It was like down in the corner. There were 2 copies of that Barra,
yeah.
and it was small. And I said, "Hey, can I see a little bit better picture?" Because you could kind of sense that there was one down there that was centered really well. And sure enough, it was just a fantastic looking copy. And so I pulled the trigger as quickly as humanly possible.
Drew didn't want the other one.
Yeah, yeah, the other one wasn't cool, wasn't quite
But
the same.
he got a great item from us too, though.
Yeah, he got an autograph, a really nice autograph ball.
Yeah, that's Sandy.
Is that what
Koufax.
you're talking about?
Yeah, Sandy
Yeah.
Koufax.
Yeah, beautiful Koufax auto. So
Yeah.
anyhow.
Well, I suppose we've been up for an hour. Maybe wind down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Always love chatting, Scott, and love
Yeah.
you guys in the chat. That's great. I can't wait to see you on Saturday. We'll hang out.
Yeah.
I'll try not to get in the
Sounds
way
great.
of all your deals.
You can buy some Pokemon for my daughter.
Maybe I will. I got a niece who's really into it. I don't know anything about it,
Yeah.
but my niece is really into it, so maybe I'll find something for her.
I was just kidding. You don't have to, but she's
I
gonna do
might.
better than me. She'll sell more than I will anyway. So thanks everybody that's in chat.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Really appreciate you. Thanks,
Yeah,
Scott. Thanks for
great
inviting me.
chatting.
I always love hanging out with you and talking to you. So this is
Sorry
awesome.
about the Seaver Mookie. So thanks, Hodges. Thanks, guys. We'll see you down the line, guys. See you Saturday, Josh.
See you Saturday.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.